out Zoe. They're making out over there. Nezrin's making out with the tiefling skeleton.
She would never.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does she make out with the skeleton to practice for her?
No, ma'am.
Well, the skeleton doesn't have lips, so
Exactly.
You don't
Thank
need
you
don't
Zoe.
need lips to make out, okay?
Doesn't have lips yet. Don't
Only
challenge
cowards
her.
need lips to make
have
out.
the intention.
One of my favorite character ships was I was playing an Oni with a Kenku, and they made out all the time. It was great.
Oh,
That's cute.
very good.
Yeah, but you see a beak on this guy either? Because I don't.
He's got a bony protrusion.
Oh God! Why'd you have to go there?
Is that a baculum, or are you just happy to see me?
Wow.
Is that Scott Bakula, or are you just happy to see me? Alright, let's play Dungeons and Dragons, you guys. Welcome. I'm glad we all had a great week. Nothing went wrong. We're all doing great mentally.
We're doing wonderful.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because it's true, right? We're all doing wonderfully, and nothing's going wrong at all, and the world is perfect and good.
The planet's great.
Why'd you say it like Gabe?
I hope.
People might die.
I hope.
Dramatic pause. Oh, fun.
Oh, fun. I hope everybody had a good week. I hope you guys are excited. I made tokens, you guys.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens today. But let's go ahead and get a recap for what happened last week. Who wants to do it? One of these weeks I'm gonna make Cal do it.
I'll do it if nobody else is gonna do it. So we all had our interviews with Thorn, and Thorn sat us all down and went over what she thought happened based on the interviews that we gave. There was a little misunderstanding about Rin's involvement in provoking the violence that occurred during the encounter, and Nezrin got mad about it, which is fair. And a bunch of other people got quite mad. EC was mad. Avan was kind of mad about how things were being laid out, and the suggestion that there was an option that wasn't fight the people who were trying to take away the people we were there to protect. And eventually everybody calmed down enough that Luna asked Thorn who she would take with her from the group if the group was to go, and well, Thorn and Wimbo were going to go and deal with the person, try and capture them and or kill them. I'm not sure, but so Luna asked who would they take with them if they were to take anybody, and Thorn said it would be Avan, Nezrin, and EC, mostly because she didn't think she could stop EC, and that Nezrin clearly had access to very powerful magic, and Avan knew what he was doing on the battlefield. So we then had a conversation about whether or not people were going to go. Avan didn't ask anybody, but he did bring up the fact that EC and Luna being in separate places would mean that his ability to watch over both of them would be compromised, and he decided that he was going to go with EC because Luna was less likely to be in trouble. EC asked everybody in the party to give an affirmation as to whether or not, well, not give an affirmation, but to say if they didn't want her to go. Nobody said that they didn't want her to go. I don't think Nezrin was particularly happy about it, but didn't say no. And so EC is going, and Nezrin also seemed to be willing to go along against Thorn's wishes because she didn't really want anybody to come along with her. And so EC, well, Thorn and Wimbo are getting ready to leave. Avan and Nezrin are getting ready to leave. EC's getting ready to track people. And the rest of the people are going to stay here, I think. I don't know what was decided about them, if anything. So that's where we left off, I think.
Great recap. Yeah, I don't have anything to add. I don't. Does anybody else have anything to add?
That feels like
I
it
don't think
covered
so.
literally everything.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
great job. Take your point of inspiration,
I
Patrick. Well
did
earned.
early thinking. I don't usually remember these things, but when I do, I remember them quite well.
Hell yeah, dude.
The most interesting D&D recapper in the world.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. I am drinking whiskey right now. So.
Oh,
Very
hell
good.
yeah. God, I wish that were me.
Which is very unusual for me. I don't usually drink whiskey, but there was an open bottle of it, and fuck it.
It was just open and right
Why not?
there. And what's a guy to
Well,
do?
I'm trying to like condense all of the bottles of weird alcohol that we have for various reasons, and I was like, I might as well drink some of this fucking whiskey. So.
Mm-hmm.
Are you making like crazy jungle juice or something, or just trying to get rid of?
No, it's just that we have a lot of like. Eileen doesn't drink really at all, and I don't drink very much at home, unless I'm like, I want to have a drink and then go and make myself a drink. So we just have all of these bottles of alcohol that we've accumulated over the years that just won't go away. So we're trying to condense some of the stuff in our house, and this is one of the things that we need to condense. So.
Right.
All right.
Well, I hope it's not a bad experience.
Oh, it's fine. It's Bushmills, so it's pretty good whiskey.
All right, there you go.
So, Afan, Nezrin, and EC, you guys have about half an hour, 45 minutes to do any preparations. I know some of you guys have been role-playing, talking to each other and things like that, but anything else you want to get done, you have about a half an hour before it needs to get done.
How much is Nezrin paying attention? Also, hi, I'm back.
Hello. Paying attention to what?
Just your surroundings.
I don't know. I guess probably not a whole lot. I think she's sort of just grumble in the corner, like just getting ready to do what they need to do.
So she doesn't notice Luna hand EC something, and then EC just looks so touched and just like lunges forward and just like kisses Luna. I hope I did not have to use a dialogue, but thank you.
Be safe. Come back.
Now that I have something to come back to, yes.
She nods. Gives her one more peck on the lips.
Oh, snackaroo.
EC hugs her and gets up, and EC's always ready. EC doesn't need to prep.
If nobody has anything to do, I'm just giving you guys the opportunity. It's fine if you don't
No,
have
I don't.
anything.
We don't have access to like shops or anything like that, so there's no.
Do you want to? You have a powerful magic user here who can maybe do something.
Also,
no, it's alright. It's fine.
so real quick, just so Riley knows what's up. Riley, you now have 2 additional potions of greater healing. EC gave them to you in an RP.
Pocket. Oh.
You were like a bystander.
Nezrin didn't have to reply to that RP. Don't worry.
There wasn't. I didn't even know there was an RP.
It's okay. I didn't tell you because I know you don't like them.
I have another couple potions.
The text RP. It's fine, Riley. Don't worry.
I would still like to know if the character's involved, though. You know.
I understand. I'm sorry.
Your character was handed a couple of potions. Don't worry.
Okay. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that I'm bad at keeping up with them, and it's a little stressful.
No worries, Riley. No worries.
If it's occurring.
It was mostly just EC and I were having a conversation with Nezrin nearby.
You were just there, Nezrin. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
You were just handed 2 potions. Okay. So
something.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do something?
Yeah.
Say?
Yeah. So, what's Nezrin doing right now?
Probably big chillin'. Going through all of her shit. Making sure she has everything she needs. Maybe like dividing things into piles of like, okay, if we're gonna be going into danger, like these are the things that I don't want to get harmed and broken or bad. So I'll leave these with someone who's staying behind, and then I'll take these things with me. And here's my spellcasting components, and here's my like. There's like basically like cataloging all of her shit and going through it all and making sure she's prepared. Because this seems like it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that's fair. Florian's gonna come up to her. Hey.
Oh, hi, hello.
Hi.
Hi, hello. Are you okay?
Sorry, I'm good. I'm good. I know you're probably busy right now, but are you planning on taking your skeleton into the battle? Is he gonna help?
Yes, I was planning on it. First test run and all that. I want to make sure I
Yeah.
know what it can do, and make sure it can do it well.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I don't know. I just, I do scrimshaw, and I thought, if you wanted like a good something for good luck on him, I could do that.
I would love that. Yes.
Okay.
Please, have your way with him. It sounds weird.
Oh, why'd you say
go
it
for
like that?
I don't know. I would love for you to leave your mark on this guy and give me some good luck. Gods know I'll need it.
Okay. Cool. Where do you want it? I mean, like, I don't know. The shoulder blade's a nice flat place, or I could do it wherever, really.
I feel like it would be your vibe to do like the center of the forehead, you know?
Hell yeah. Okay. I was considering doing a dick, but I won't do that since it's in the middle of his forehead.
I don't think that would be very good luck.
No.
Or you could make one of your elvish knots that is not anything.
I could.
But we could make it something. We could make it a good luck thing.
Absolutely, it could be a good luck thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll if the skull's around, he'll take it and he'll
There's just a
start working
skeleton
on it.
standing next to Nezrin.
Oh.
She'll have it, so she'll like lift a hand and like pulse a little bit of black like electricity out of her fingers and give a silent command for the skeleton sort of kneel down in front of you and like present its head to you.
All right. So he takes out his knife and he kind of looks at Nezrin like, is this gonna be cool? Is he gonna do anything about this?
I mean, he's not going to hurt you or anything. Why? I mean,
Okay.
do you want him to react? What?
No, just wanted to make sure I've never carved anything that moved before.
It's not alive. Just so you know, if that is a trepidation or maybe you're worried about it experiencing pain, it can't. It's not alive. It's not a person. It is just a skeletal structure animated by me. If it's like you would be carving on my wand or writing in my book, it is a tool.
Okay.
Don't feel bad.
Cool.
This guy died a
Then
while
I'll
ago.
just get started.
Okay.
Yeah, I gathered that.
So don't worry.
Yeah, and he's just gonna carve a little good luck symbol.
Good luck, cool elvish knot.
A good luck, cool elvish knot.
I think it should just be the cool S, but like in a radial pattern.
Hell yeah! Oh, that's very good.
Hold on, let me get my iPad.
So, say I want you to go ahead and roll.
Oh no!
I want you to roll just a flat charisma check.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Okay.
That Riz.
I got that Riz.
Is that what Riz is short for?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah.
20. Okay.
I knew that. Just checking.
Just checking to make sure everybody else knew that.
Real Wiz Lords would know.
Nezrin, what do you do while Florian is doing this?
I feel like I go back to what I was doing. I continue organizing things, and like every so often look up to see the progress on it. But I think Nesrin isn't like too concerned. I think she doesn't expect Florian to do anything untoward or draw a dick on the skeleton's forehead or anything. I think she trusts him to make the cool S knot. So I think she's like not very worried about it, and she's sort of just attending to her things and continuing to like catalog her inventory and sort things out.
Mm-hmm. Florian, describe the pattern that you're making.
I think that it has been decided. It's basically the cool Superman S.
Not Superman, but okay. If we're talking
cool
about
S.
the cool S, that's not Superman, but yes, I understand.
Okay.
Well, the skeleton
The
is
cool S.
super.
He is a super
And
man.
was a man.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. It's like I think it's like the S is like lined up on an axis, so there's like 6 spokes coming out. 6 of the S's just all put together at one central angle, and it looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe they wrap together a little bit. It's pretty damn rad.
Fuck yeah.
If I do say so myself. Yeah.
What do
And
you
they'll say, hey, sorry, go ahead.
What do you think about while you make this?
I'm thinking about how Loon said we were family. And I'm thinking about he's not really worried about anybody dying per se, because death is not something permanent to him. But he is worried about losing them somehow. Them coming back different, you know? So he just wants them to be okay.
Nezrin, as you watch Florian, who is surprisingly serious for most of this, as you sort of glance up, there is you don't notice until like they're almost done. But you see a little bit of pink fluff in their hair.
Oh,
Sort of like if like a feather got stuck in there.
huh.
Little fucking Yankee Doodle.
And as you
That macaroni?
Call that bitch macaroni.
as you look towards what they're actually carving to your skeleton, you almost notice the lines are much cleaner and much neater than what their actions are doing. As if something's like sort of smoothing it out a bit.
Very cool. Okay.
Can you make an Arcana check for me?
Ooh.
Ooh, me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, okay. Character sheet. Arcana. Boink! That's a 20.
Oh.
It's so interesting because you know Florian doesn't know how to do any of what you're seeing here. But there's like a slight bit of a glimmer of every time they sort of carve into there. You can see some geometric shapes very faintly. And you only see it because you're so practiced with magic and its performance. There's slight like geometric shapes and a soft bluish hue coming from the carving that you recognize to be abjuration magic.
Oh, it's actually good luck.
It's
protective.
And
so does the source of this magic doesn't think it's coming from Florian, or is it being channeled through Florian?
I would say with the 20, you can tell that it is being channeled through Florian.
Cool. Yeah, I think at this Nezrin, like at the immediate like sniff of magic is happening here, more than what I expected. Like book half open in her hand, like a couple of pens like in the other, and just like looking up and just like stopping what she's doing and staring at Florian, and watches him finish this scrimshaw to completion, and like is just like very intently watching and focusing and trying to like feel and understand the magic at play.
Okay. Yeah, Florian, you do eventually finish. And Nezrin, having noticed this, do you happen to have detect magic?
God, let me check. I have a lot of rituals. I do have detect magic, but not prepared. I had the ritual casted.
Okay. If you wanted to ritual cast it, you could and get an immediate, like, you would know. I would tell you the game mechanics of what happened.
Ooh. Okay. I will do that.
Okay.
So, maybe over the course of watching Florian.
I would say, because it takes an extra 10 minutes to cast it as a ritual, right?
Yeah. I don't know how long it takes to carve into bone, but
so I would say you guys are probably taking 20-30 minutes to get this done.
Yeah.
Nezrin, you noticed all of this happening towards the end of when Florian was not finished, but finishing up. So Florian, you finish. Nezrin, you have like 5 minutes left on your ritual casting. So Florian, you finish and you see Nezrin's like focused.
Okay. Usually I pour like ink or something into this, but I don't know. Blood is metal. I don't know if whatever you want in there.
Okay, give me a moment. You did something. I'm trying to figure out what.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, huh?
No, I mean, it looked good. Yes, sorry. I'm concentrating. There's a. It looks good, and there is something else.
Okay.
And she's just like muttering words under her breath, and like her eyes are like glowing a little. Like the purple is more vibrant in her eyes.
Florian is like, okay, that's weird. And I think he'll just mess with the skeleton a little bit, like see if it'll react to like a high five or like
I think the second that Nezrin stops focusing on it at all and is now like very clearly like deep in concentration on figuring out what the fuck's going on with the mark, the skeleton has gone like dead. It is not moving. It's not reacting. Like she's not putting any will into like puppeting it.
Yeah, it's okay. I would say it's still.
It has no command. So it's just like
it's still like it's not like a pile of bones on the ground.
It's AFK.
But that's a perfect way to put it. It is AFK. There's nobody home.
It'll defend itself, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Eventually, Florian and Nezrin, you finish this as Florian is messing with your skeleton just a little bit, just a little fun, goofy time. But you finish casting this spell. And yeah, you can tell that there's been some abjuration magic cast on this skeleton specifically.
Now he's a skeleton.
Very good.
That gives it +1 to all of its saves that it makes, and +1 to save.
Whoa, very cool. Bet indeed, my boy. You've made this bone man proud.
you said +1 to armor?
For the skeleton, yes. +1. The skeleton gets +1 AC and +1 to saves.
Bet. That's cool.
Right. So, okay. You did something there that was like real magic. I think
What?
you did magic on that in the carving. It is now imbued with abjurative enchantment.
Really? He like squints at it.
Yes. Can you see it right there? The little sparkle of. Flick the forehead a little bit. Maybe they'll get some sparks. Maybe you'll
Okay,
see.
he flicks the forehead.
Lauren, you can go ahead and roll an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay. Advantage.
Okay, 12.
Okay.
You don't know how, but yeah, there's magic there.
Huh, weird.
It feels familiar.
Well,
It feels
cool.
It feels kind of similar to how you cast Mage Armor. It's got that same feeling.
Oh
my god, you cast Mage Armor on my guy.
The magic itself, not so. Yeah, Florian, you feel a little bit of the same magic as when you cast Mage Armor. It's obviously not in portraying itself in your manner of Mage Armor.
Okay, sure.
He sadly is not a badass skeleton with like spikes and shit now.
Oh, that would be rad.
That would be
He
cool.
should give the skeleton a Mardi Gras mask.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I can feel something there. Totally did that on purpose.
I know you did not, but that is fine.
Yeah.
It is curious though. Have you ever done something like this before?
Not that I know of.
You should try. If you have some sort of latent arcane ability, or if doing something different than you normally do will cause your magic to manifest in a different way, I think this is something worth investigating. It's fascinating.
Huh. He looks around like he might be able to see some sign of Sadie. He probably doesn't, but
yeah, as you look around and you sort of turn your head quickly, the feather that was in your head sort of does fall, and you see it fall to the ground slowly. It's a pink
Damn,
feather.
that bitch was macaroni.
yeah.
And it's very familiar to you, Florian.
Yeah, he'll pick it up. Is it familiar as in like I know where it's from, or like I don't know where it's from, but it's familiar?
You've never seen this before, technically, but you felt it before.
Okay.
And
he squints at the feather.
It does very much feel of your patron.
Okay. He looks suspiciously around. And then he tucks the feather very carefully into an inner pocket. He says, I think I know what's going on.
What is going on?
She likes it when I play nice.
We say it at the same time.
Did you say play nice as well?
I said play nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's rewarding your good behavior?
What? You don't... Why'd you have to say it like that? It's weird.
No, it's classic conditioning, especially that parents would use on children of theirs to get them to mimic.
Yeah, she's got this whole mom thing.
Oh, she's trying to be like your mom?
Yeah.
Ooh. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I didn't like it at first, but like, it's not like I have another mom. So, I don't know.
Well, as long as you're okay with it. I just know if my teacher tried to be my dad, it would be uncomfortable for me.
It's a little weird. Yeah.
Huh. Is that fine though? Is like she Like you saying that wouldn't get her to like stop or anything with it. I don't know what your relationship is like.
I'll be honest. We have some stuff to figure out, but yeah, I did tell her to chill with the mom thing, and she did.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. That's good.
well, enjoy your badass skeleton.
Yes,
I
I
did
will.
something very cool to it, and
Thank
it
you.
will be very helpful, I'm sure.
It will. I am also sure. I feel like I should try to do something to help you now.
It's not. You don't have to. It's not an exchange.
Well, it could be. Could be a fun
Okay.
exchange, you know? Like a little gift
Okay.
exchange. I'm not much of an artist though, so I don't know if I could like do a piece of art for you, and then hopefully it magically imbues with magic. Um, but I could give it a shot. I don't know. But do you need anything? Got any dead things you want to talk to? Do you want a little skeleton for your own?
Oh, you can do that? Oh my
I
god.
can make more, although I don't know if I could bind it to you or not.
Oh
But I
my
could
god.
try.
Nesrin, that would be amazing.
Okay. We need a corpse or a pile of bones from a humanoid creature, and then we can
Okay.
get to work.
Okay. I will get right on that.
Okay. Perhaps there is a. Well, I don't want to advocate for grave robbing, but perhaps there is
I'll advocate for it.
a graveyard somewhere nearby. I
They're
don't
not
know.
using it.
Perhaps I should ask my my actual teacher what she thinks for how to procure spell casting components in the wild.
Thinking about it, Nesrin, you would know that Zune would love to help you rob a grave.
Yeah. It's not the most ethical thing, but I don't think my mentor.
They're not using their bones.
Well, they need to be able to consent, you know. But that's if you're trying to be ethical about it.
Ethics.
Yeah, that is what my mentor would say in the same tone. If you can find a graveyard, I will help you, and we will see if we cannot bind a corpse to you.
Bet.
You are not a corpse, right?
We haven't decided, like, I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know. Some of your dead spells make me feel kind of itchy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I know that your body is comprised of the bodies of multiple people kind of squished into one. I wonder,
right.
Is your mouth your mouth?
You're talking like a loon right now.
What do you mean? I can't talk
like,
to animals.
Nah, bruh. We get into deep philosophical.
Oh, I mean nothing about philosophy. I mean very literally.
Oh.
Is your mouth your mouth, or is it someone else's mouth? Is that a bad question to ask? I'm sorry. Is that insensitive?
It's just kind of a confusing question because I don't know.
Well, is your arm your arm?
Not when I'm sleeping, apparently.
Not when you're sleeping. Okay, so like it takes control, or you don't have control over it. Has that ever happened with your? The reason I ask is because I can speak to dead things, and communicate with the imprint that the soul leaves behind in the body after it is gone, which maintains a modicum of recent knowledge. If your mouth, which can speak, does not belong to you, and there is still a trace of the soul that it used to belong to there, I could speak to the facsimile of that soul and ask it questions, and it could speak with the mouth.
I appreciate you dumbing it down for me. That really helped. Yeah, I'd be down.
Okay,
I don't even know who I am. Like, I'm just kind of here.
Florian.
I'm just here.
You're Florian.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
As you guys are having this deep philosophical and scientific conversation, Luna, You wanted to speak to someone?
Yeah, she just wanted to say her fare thee well, good lucks to Afon and Thorn. And well, Nezrin, but she's busy.
Token.
So what's Afon up to if he's available?
Ivan is just kind of sharpening one of his many blades, I think.
Blades does he have?
I love this for him.
He has 2 throwing axes. He has a great sword. He has a rapier, I think. Let me look at his character sheet. Yeah, 2 hand axes, a rapier, longsword, greatsword +1. I guess his throwing shield technically probably has a sharp edge on it. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, he has 4 daggers. Just in case. So, one of his many blades.
Just in case he loses 3 of his daggers, he has a 4th.
Yeah, I don't know where he got those 4 daggers from, to be honest.
Mm.
Well, someone threw them at him, and then he just picked them up.
I think
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he's doing.
Cool.
Damn, now I feel awkward. He doesn't have anything in particular to say to him. He just wants to like.
He notices Luna approach and says, "Oh, hey, Luna, what's up?"
Well, I just wanted to say my fare thee well, stay safe, good luck, all that stuff. I could say a prayer if that's something you'd want. I know you're not big on the faith.
He scratches his head and kind of looks at her and says, "Look, it ain't my thing, but if it make you feel better, then you do what you want."
I'll say one in private. It's a thought that counts, but
Yeah, appreciate it.
I'm praying for your safety, however much that affects it.
Well,
And
I
I'll
don't
make
know
sure to
about...
stay safe.
Yeah, please try and keep out of trouble, eh?
Stand there for a second. She
Saw you in
she
EC, eh?
nods. Oh yes. I mean, if it wasn't clear from the public smooching, yeah. We got a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, well, it'll certainly make it easier for me to keep track of both of you.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to bring him back, okay?
I appreciate it. Keep yourself safe too.
Yeah,
You're
I'll see.
important. Please remember that.
I'll see about that.
I
What are
promise
you?
you're important.
Well, what are you all going to do here while we're away?
Probably a little more resting and healing, getting our mental health in a better place, as well as we can.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
See if well, hopefully this shouldn't take more than, well, now she's like unsure, like how long would it take?
Just take care of Florian, will you?
I will.
I think he's going to need quite a lot of help. And
I think we'll help each other.
yeah, I know Aristander's here and they're going to do a lot for him, but I think he needs as many people as he can get right now.
Yeah. I guess they stand there for a second, just kind of like, yep. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Thorn.
All right. See you soon.
She gives him a little wave and saunters off to, I guess, Thorn and Wimbo if they're having. I don't know if they're having private Thorn and Wimbo time. Probably not.
No.
Probably just doing businessy stuff.
She's looking down at a
They're
cell
making
stone.
out.
And he's
place.
organizing his bag. Looks like he's got it open, sort of just looking through it.
I'm planning to cast Ascending every other day to EC, just to keep tabs. Is that all right?
Thorn looks up from her phone. Oh, yes, that's fine.
Is Rose coming here or meeting you along the way?
Someone else is coming. Last minute change of plans.
Oh, okay.
They should be arriving soon. I sent them a picture of the tree, so.
That works, doesn't it?
What'd you say, Zoe?
Is there a particularly distinctive tree that she's missing?
No.
Wow.
Just sends a picture of some woods. We're here, lol.
She sort of like looks down at her phone and then looks up at you, Luna, who I assume looks a little confused. She's like, "Oh, that tree," and she just points to a tree right here.
Oh.
There,
I guess she's wondering how that helps. Is there some kind of like spell the druid needs to know the tree or something?
Go ahead and roll Arcana, I guess. Yeah, okay, yeah, you've heard of the spell before. I need to look up the exact name of the spell. I forget what it's called.
Travel via plant?
No,
I know it's a thing, I just don't remember what it's called.
No, it's not Tree Stride. It's Tree Stride is something else.
I wish it were.
Transport via plants. There we go.
Let's go.
I almost had it.
She takes a second and thinks, oh, all right. I was sorry, I was quite confused.
It's okay. An old friend of mine. Well, coworker. See, it's friend. He's still a friend, I think. And I can send him a picture of a tree, and he can get
it's a
there.
situationship.
That's just their entire text conversation. It's just pictures of trees and like thumbs up emojis.
And as she says that, you do see, and all of you notice, coming from this tree, it sort of like splits, and you can see on the other end a large forest of very tall looking snowy trees. I don't think any of you would know where this is. So you don't know where it is. You can see some buildings or some structures in the trees themselves, and some people in the background maybe walking about, but coming from this tree and walking through, you see a tall looking elven man, dark brown skin, very distinctive scar across his face. Looks like he's unhappy to be here. As he turns, looks at all of you, catches Thorn's eyes and says, hello, Thorn. It is good to see you. And he walks over to her, shakes her hand. Lunik, it is good to see you as well. And everyone, this is Lunik. He is going to be helping us.
Hello, Lunik. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He nods.
So unhappy.
Is it strange that I thought you were a ranger for a moment until you came out of the tree?
I am a ranger.
I thought it was never mind. I thought it was a druid spell, okay?
I had to
It
mute
is.
myself and just
It
fucking just cheer. I
was thinking,
love
is
this
that
boy.
Lunic?
Here's
It's
a
Lunic.
here's another picture of him that shows another distinctive feature of his body that you
Cannon,
would need to
cannon,
know.
Oh, yeah.
Let
cannon,
me see his
cannon, cannon,
Let me see.
cannon.
Look, look.
It's gonna be so big, isn't it? Oh
Cannon,
God!
like
Oh.
cannon.
Let's just do this.
Jesus!
Oh, okay.
That's
Cannon,
so good.
So
cannon.
he does have a metal leg as well.
That's pretty sick.
I can delete.
You might
this.
say it's pretty metal.
Hey. It I would say easy. You notice as he walks through, you didn't hear anything, which is weird for you.
You
No,
beat a 20 passive?
no footsteps. No, he's very, very quiet.
Impressive.
Yeah, you are impressed actually. He turns towards you, Luna, gives you or reaches a hand out to give you a handshake.
She returns the handshake. She does the thing where, like, you try to, like, give, like, a strong, firm handshake, but the person is clearly, like, way stronger than you, so you're trying your best while they're just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, he's a bit taller than Wimbo, but Thorn still is taller than him.
We gotta do, like, a height chart.
I should do that someday. Sorry, I should introduce myself. My name is Lunik. I have worked with Thorn in the past. She is calling me to help you with the situation. She explained that there are some people here who were kidnapped, and you need help with that. He looks very awkward.
Theseus found a kindred spirit.
That's the long and short of it. I'm sure Thorn has more pertinent information for you.
Right. I can tell you a little bit about myself. I've hunted many beasts. I mainly stay in my commune with my people. Sometimes.
Where is this commune? Just sorry, I'm EC. Sorry.
EC
Very-
just having a full body orgasm.
So funny.
Wow.
Yes, we are on the western forest south of the ramparts.
EC just looks baffled.
Huh.
It's just a trip across the continent from her home. EC like
We appreciate
scrambled and
your
writes it down.
assistance.
What was that, Zoe?
We appreciate your assistance, and your, well, I guess your willingness to come all this way and help the pilgrims.
I am mostly here to provide support. That is what Thorn asked. So I will be your, he kind of looks around, dedicated healer, I guess. Make sure none of you die. I'm good at making sure people don't die.
Okay, that's usually my job, but I died first.
Ah,
They have strategy. Last time it was go for the healer. Just, I want you to be aware of that.
I understand. I am quite capable of taking care of myself, despite any battle scars that you may see. I promise.
She nods. She's clearly like a little bit anxious.
I mean, battle scars just mean you survived your battle. So if you have a lot of them, you've survived a lot of battle.
Mm-hmm.
Scars
Or
mean a
he
lot.
died
of
a lot and was brought back.
That's a good point. That did not happen.
Okay. Just making an observation.
I just, it's the main one. It's sort of just like motions towards his leg.
Mm. So what's
How
your
did you
track
lose?
record
What's
for
my
keeping people alive?
I kept Thorn alive.
Mm.
That's a pretty big Were you there with the Tarask?
No.
Oh. How did you lose your leg? I thought the Tarask took your leg.
No, it was a dragon.
Oh.
Fucking rad.
Luna's eyes widen in surprise. She knows that dragons are rare. Well, he's an elf, so or seems to be elf leaning. So
Yeah, he's an elf. You can tell.
I have
You-
so many
Elf,
questions.
elf leaning.
You can be racist and see that he's a full-blooded elf.
Jason.
No, this was a long time ago.
No, my auntie My auntie was in the war with the dragons.
No, this was before the ward.
Oh,
I think
Oh.
it was 600 years
Oh, I
ago.
think- well, she was like 835.
Is she?
And all right, yeah, that was Mike to Gabe.
Yeah. No, I know. He just looks at you. I don't know. I haven't met her. Sorry.
No. EC doesn't know how to manipulate a conversation. Like why are you? You don't need to. I continue.
All right. Do we know where we're headed?
North and a bit east.
South by Southwest.
To your mom's house. But
Get him!
Does Florian say
I'm
that?
not gonna say. I'm not gonna say it, but I really want Avan to walk up and be like, "Who's this prick?"
You should.
You'll get fucking killed immediately.
No, you won't.
No, it's fine.
Okay, I'm okay at tracking, but I've heard that you are very good at it.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. He turns back to Thorn. I'm ready if you are. And she nods. She turns to Wimbo, who gives her a thumbs up.
Luna's gonna
Steps over here.
quickly like go over to Nezrin because she still has to say a fairly well.
Hey, Luna.
Hey, can I give you a hug?
Oh, yes, please. I would love that.
She gives Nezrin a very like. I guess it's a nice hug, but like it's a little bit like too tight, just a touch.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's trying to like just just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case it's the last hug.
Florian stands awkwardly by.
Are you okay?
I'm very worried, but
I'll be okay. I have this prick to keep me alive.
She pulls back and holds her shoulders like, go kick some ass, okay?
Do my best.
Not Fem Nezrin.
That's yes. That's the plan. Hot fam.
She nods. She doesn't really have anything else to say. She's just kind of here now.
Mm-hmm. And stay safe yourself. I don't know exactly what you'll be up to, but
Figure it out.
Okay.
Florian, Afon told me to take care of you, so I think I'm in charge.
Little shit. I told him I was going to take care of you. Him.
How about co-leaders of the half camp then?
I guess that'll work. He flips a fawn off. I don't know if you can see it
Avan flips
from
him
it
off
from
back.
the distance. Very good. It's their love language.
Yeah, Ifan, do you have potions? Are you good on potions?
How many potions does Avan have? Let me have a look. He has 1 greater healing potion.
Alright, I'm gonna give you one. EC had 4 graders and 4 regulars after Luna Cave.
Nope, I do not have 2 belts of giant strength. That would be very funny.
One
for each
one for
arm.
each side of the cube.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one for each leg.
I think you should have as many built as Guilty Gear character, which is to say it's inconclusive.
Yeah, I
Very
think
good.
you mean Final Fantasy character.
Guilty Gear is Final Fantasy, the beat 'em up. So
Yeah,
Fair enough.
honestly.
One last thing, and then we can go. EC comes over to Florian. Reaches into their bag and pulls out like this preserved bag of spider legs. Okay, so what you're going to do here? I've had these.
I know, that's fine.
So you're going to boil these with a bit of oil and salt, and they will taste pretty good.
Or I could stick them in somebody's pillow.
They are
I
food.
think she wants my attention.
Okay. Does it matter what kind of oil?
EC just gets out a small like thing of like it's just variety of like meat tallow.
Okay.
It's not one type of tallow.
It's kind of fucked up.
We got all sorts of
Bacon
tallow
grease.
here, baby.
Listen, it's
Oh
the
my
family bacon grease dish, okay?
Oh
Oh.
god! Oh
Oh.
god! I don't want to think about this.
They're traveling.
Family
what else
grease
do you
can.
expect? What else do you expect?
I don't know, Michael.
I could also put this in somebody's pillow.
I don't care. I am getting a new one when we get.
Don't care.
Oh, that's no fun.
I mean, if it is in my pillow, I will literally, when you go to sleep, I will tie you by your legs and I will hang you from a tree. If it is
Huh.
in my pillow.
Okay, noted.
Okay, goodbye.
I have something for you too.
Oh,
He reaches into his side pocket. This is a test of their friendship. He reaches into his like inner pocket and he pulls out his hand, and on his hand he is flipping the bird. How does Easy
Easy?
react?
Easy just tilts their head.
Avan flips him off from a distance.
Yeah,
Easy,
see, that's the right response. That's what you're
Easy
supposed to
sees
do.
that and just flips him off.
Yeah, there you go.
The question mark is in there too, right? The fingers
Yeah.
is the question mark.
Just kidding. Here you go. And he hands EC an elderberry candy.
That berry is really old. You better take care of it.
Yeah, it's so old.
These are the things that
It
you
loves
eat,
the
right?
Beastie Boys.
Like, this is not like I'm asking if you eat it. It's like these are the things that you eat. Like
Yeah.
all the time when you're like stressed.
Yeah,
Okay,
I didn't know you knew that.
I'm very observant.
Yeah. Anyway, that's for when you get stressed, I guess.
You see, immediately opens it up and eats it.
Nice.
Just
currently
swallows it whole.
stressed.
Incredible.
You just hear
Florian
this
adds
loud
dessert.
crunch.
Oh my
Furious
god.
teeth gnashing.
Jesus
You're a
fuck.
cruncher. All right.
As you guys
This
are,
is stuck in my teeth.
as
This
you
is
guys
awful. Why do you eat these?
as you
You're
guys are
supposed to suck on it.
Sorry.
As you guys are finishing up, you hear Thorn clear her throat. All right, Nezrin, EC, Avan, before we go, all of you
Oh,
come
we're going
here.
to go with you. I thought we were going to have to pretend to track you.
I don't want to deal with that. So Nezrin, this is important. Please come here.
No, I know. I was serious. I thought.
No, I know. Avan, you too, please.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Luna's gonna go to Alun, well, Aristander's tent, and kind of knock, I guess, and say, "You want to come and see them off?"
Oh, actually, Aristander would have woken up Alun by the time all of this started happening. Alun did ask Aristander to do that.
Wake them up.
I have no memory of this, but okay. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think Alun's kind of stance on this is he just wants this to be done with because he's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't like any of this, so he's been a little avoidant, which is not good because it's like I don't want these people I care about to get hurt. Also, there's someone tangled up in this that they were dead for a long time, but I still don't want them to get hurt. And then like there's a lot of confusing stuff happening, and also brain fucked. Anyways,
Brain big fucked.
So I think he's kind of goes. I guess he does walk over. Is don't really know what to say. Not good at these things. Guys, just seriously don't get hurt, please. Well, I mean, don't get hurt out of reason. Like, okay, what? Okay, what would a font? Don't die or I'll kill you. There we go.
Avan repeats that in Halfling.
What he said.
I didn't know you spoke Halfling.
Oh wait, I think Alun does actually speak half.
I mean, it would make sense, yeah.
We will
Yeah, he
keep
does.
ourselves reasonably safe, Ilu. You need not worry after us. And remember what we spoke about. I will keep my promise.
I appreciate that. If things go bad, like I know I said my complaints, but like battlefield to battlefield, shit does happen. Things are bad right now for me and could get worse, but I lived through a lot worse than this, so just like do what you gotta. Priority to the client
Of course.
is, yeah.
We will do what is necessary.
I will also say that I had a big think on it. The people who are like definitely like zombies, you can just nuke them.
All
Where are
right,
they gonna get
Alun, I
double dead?
appreciate all of your words. Thank you. Before we go,
Implies. Okay.
I'm not gonna be there to see it, so.
okay, before we go, EC, Nezrin, and Afan, there's one rule that I need you to follow, okay?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
In battle, if I say you do something, you do it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Aye.
Sorry, yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's the only thing I
Or
ask.
Jeff.
All right. Stay safe, all of you. Hopefully we'll be back soon.
think Louis looks to Easy and is like,
EC is
We can
not
talk
looking at
after.
Alone.
he says it anyways. You can come back. We can talk after. We can talk proper. Stay safe,
Luna like
young wolf.
jerks her head toward a loon, so Easy will look at him.
Luna's tall. I was gonna say Luna has to reach real high, but no.
There's one eye at a loon that you don't really know what it means as they walk off.
Oh,
Mhm.
sorry. Sorry, my cat's being fussy.
Okay.
He accepts that. He said what he had to say.
All right. So you guys head off into the woods. Why did? Okay, Roll20 just went back to the homepage for some reason.
Weird.
That was weird.
Game's
Tell
gone. We won.
20.
It physically
Yeah.
hurt me to not talk to a loon. I love talking to a loon.
Oh.
It's okay. They're having a little. They have an
Having a
issue
good
right now.
Having a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Everybody's gonna come back alive and be able to talk with everybody else, of course.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
I agree with Gabe. That's what's gonna happen.
That's augury.
It's-
Wheel. Whoa all over the place.
It's
Whoa, but it's like, whoa, dude.
Whoa.
It's like Bill and
I do
Ted.
actually have
Whoa.
whoa. I can cast upon you as a literal mechanic.
Okay.
Woe be upon you.
I'm going to ask EC. You're gonna
Yes.
make 3 survival checks for me.
Okay.
One is to get the trail. The second is for how long it's going to take you to catch up. And the last is going to be general stealthiness once you are approaching.
All right. So those first two, I will of course do, but the second one, once we are like within 45 minutes, I want to cast Path Without Trace.
Okay.
All right. So first one, come on, clear rolls. Don't come over. Don't fuck me now. Fuck.
13. Okay. No, that's enough.
Oh, thank God.
With a combination of a loon having given them something that Wimbo can track, and your general tracking skills, while you don't get their exact path, between the scrying magic that Wimbo is able to use and your tracking skills, you're able to know which way they are going, and you're able to get on their path, basically. And eventually, you do find signs of them having walked this path.
Right.
This next one is going to be for time.
Okay.
14. The trip in total is going to be long. Regardless, it was going to take it was going to be a matter of days, regardless of how you rolled. With a 14, I'm going to say the entire trip is going to take 4 days of traveling.
I'm out of exhaustion. Let's go.
Let's actually move everybody here. So
Cool.
you
we mapping?
guys, well, I can.
Hey, you guys.
Hey,
You guys were here. Let's, I don't know, grab EC, sure. Do I have an EC token? No. Yes, I do. So-
I enjoy the random dwarf guys still hanging around.
You guys were around here. Oh yeah, I can delete this guy. So, the 5 days it takes you, you guys get here, or 4 days, I should say, and it's someplace within the shifting lands themselves.
Oh boy.
getting the clients there.
Shut up. Shut up.
They just did our job for us. This is easy.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is so easy, you guys.
No, man, no.
They did all the carrying for us, and then we just need to do the easy part at the
It's
end.
gonna be great. Nothing's gonna go wrong at all.
I know. I'm
And
confident.
this last one is going to be, like I said, for how much of a notice that you give as you're tracking.
Alright, so EC is gonna reach into their bag, get some ash that smells a little funky, and
This
just
is
sort of
so. This is before any sneak checks. This is something else differently. This is just a
Oh,
survival
okay.
check.
okay. Yes.
We'll go.
Are you rolling somewhere I can't see? Because
Yes.
Yes.
The GM.
Just is rolling to me specifically.
If you're doing a secret roll, why are you making noises?
I'm very. I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure the option is just clicked on for some reason.
Like,
So with a 28, so EC got a 13 for the first one, a 14 for the second one, and then a 28 for the last one. With a 28, it takes you another day to find out specifically where they are, but you do find out where they are, and it's something that you've never seen before. It's like a fort. It's this big stone fortress. Not a castle, but much more made for like defense and general survival. If any of you three who are traveling want to roll a history check, you can.
Yes, please.
Avan has never read a book. Fuck yeah, he has.
Yeah, he has.
He really likes
He read
military
one book.
history.
So-
yeah, he likes military history.
So yeah, this is something that that Avan knows about. The old forts of the Shifting Land, from when people tried to basically make a living here, try to carve out a piece of existence out here in this very rough area of the world. A long time ago, before Afan even can fathom, probably, there used to be like general like populations and people living here, and then something happened where the land became way more dangerous. It started overlapping more with the Feywild or something. Afan doesn't know. Probably doesn't care that much. But he does know of the expeditions that came out here to the Shifting Lands to try and stake a claim, basically, and make it more habitable for non-Fey creatures, basically. Many of them failed. And it wasn't until New Elfington was founded in the old castle town of Elfington, that there was any real progress made. But Afan knows that there are abandoned fortresses like this, where either creatures teleported into them from the Shifting Lands from within, or they were besieged by Fey creatures or just other animals, or they could have just starved out. But it seems as though you've tracked your quarry to this fortress. It is large. It is, I would say, and Afan would know this, it's deeper more than anything. It's like maybe 2-3 stories tall, the walls, but lots of these places are really dug out, and they could have like winding labyrinths down there.
Would you call them dungeons?
Some might call it a dungeon, yes.
Fighting.
Boy, we're getting to the first D, guys. Twitch, we're getting to the first D.
You guys have been in caves before. This is Caves and Chimeras, you guys.
I
Totally
said the
different
first D of Dungeons and Dragons.
It's really
Easy.
important that we.
No, I don't. We're playing caves. So sorry. Yes.
You are you notice from your tracking there are patrols around the perimeter. Different people than who you fought. More people. Make an investigation check for me. Let's see.
Okay. All right. Okay, public.
Okay.
Okay, not bad.
14. This time, after you know that Thorn has asked you before, and this time you know to look out for it, you do recognize a matching insignia that they all have. Give me 1 second. Ba-ba.
Guys, once EC hits level 8 and gets observant, it's over for you fucks.
I can't wait.
You see that on their shoulders they wear a patch. And I don't think it copied, but here, there we go. This is what the patch looks like, the symbol on the patch.
I've never seen this before. Where could it be from?
I wonder what this is from. Who knows?
I don't know.
Okay, it vaguely reminds me of the symbol of a pizza place I used to go to when I lived in New York when I was a kid.
You got it in one, Michael.
Thank you.
I
knew it. Fox's Pizza is behind this.
Yep. Nope, that's the wrong window. But you can tell that this place is pretty heavily guarded.
All right. I assume he's just like on a tree overlooking this fort. It's probably spent the past 30 minutes just getting like the typical schedule, what's the word? Patrol.
Yeah.
Hops down, goes back to their sort of semi staging area.
You guys have probably set up camp, I would say 30 minutes out, just to make sure nobody crosses paths with anybody on patrol or anything like that. You want to get a wide berth of this place. Or at least that's what Thorns decided.
All right, so EC's gonna make that 30-minute trek back. If it was 30 minutes out there, EC was probably there for like an hour.
Yeah. You can have spent as much time as you needed to scoping this place out, for sure.
All right, but EC is going to return to the camp. Just go to Thorn, all just serious. Just like, okay, so they're pretty. I mean, it is like a fort. Like you see it, but there's a lot more people. Like they're more fortified here. Like I'm seeing people that are not dead, and the only people that came after us were dead. And they had the symbol. You see, like draws it in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
See.
I think this is what they saw.
I want Afan and Nezrin to make a history check for me.
God, I just did one.
Also, Gabe, can you confirm this is the symbol that I saw?
Yes. After seeing it drawn out, you recognize this is the same symbol. Afan, you figure this is probably some PMC symbol. You've seen symbols like this before. You've worked with or you've worked around PMCs before. You know they have stuff like this. You don't recognize this one specifically, but Seems to fit the bill.
Okay.
Nezrin, this seems really familiar to you, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
I can't quite put my finger on it, huh?
Yeah.
Just missed the DC, it seems. That's okay. I'll go read a book about it, maybe.
But yes. I mean, I can certainly make a spell to make us like harder to spot, but it would be best to go in the lulls of the patrol. I think.
I can make myself, or potentially me and someone else, although it would be a bit costly to me, fully unseen.
I don't know if we need that quite yet.
Just putting it out there is an option.
Of course. What do you think, Thorn?
She's sitting up, her back up against a tree, just looking at all of you. I'm not sure. We don't know what's going on inside of there. They have patrols outside, but who knows what they could have inside.
Where
I
Gabe,
could send Ruch in to scout.
this is Mike talking to Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
Were there like I don't want to say windows, but like say there was a stone structure, right? With like holes for like arrow slits.
There are like ramparts at the top of the wall where people
Mhm.
can sort of sit up there and shoot down. There's not like it wasn't made for like heavy siege, so it doesn't have like towers with arrow slits or anything like that.
Okay. Big enough for a beast to get in there. A small little creature.
A critter. Perhaps
Because
a winged one.
or a squirrel. Because as being a ranger and taking the variant stuff, I do get beast sense. I get a one-time cash for free each day. It just has to be a willing beast.
Thorn thinks for a few moments. We're dealing with a powerful spellcaster. They would know that animals wouldn't just wander in.
That is why I would like to put forth my suggestion again of making something unseen. I can look through the eyes of my bird, Ruch, and while doing so, cast magic through him at short range and make him invisible.
If we do this, we need to make sure any sign of notice, you pull Ruch out of there, because we don't want to lose the element of surprise.
Certainly.
All right.
Gabe, you say we're deep in the forest?
Yes.
Could I try and look around for a spider?
Sure. Make a survival check.
$16.
It takes you some time, but you're able to find a spider.
I would like to befriend it with animal handling and animal friendship.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. You're casting. Are you casting a spell?
Uh, Let me double check if animal friendship is something I get. Sorry, I don't have this prepared. I didn't expect this to work. Um, okay, I don't have it, so it would just be animal handling.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll animal handling.
I squish it.
No, it's a 12. It's a spider. You're not like it's not a lion that you're trying to tame. Yeah, it takes you some time. Maybe as Thorn and Nezrin are sort of planning which way Nezrin could go, or planning a route, planning a way to what to look out for, things like that. While they're talking about that, EC, you're looking, you're pulling a Luna, and you're disassociating with the spider in the corner. Except you're not disassociating. You're trying to befriend the spider. And it takes some time, but you do befriend it. It feels comfortable crawling around your hand.
I let it do that, and I show Thorn. Would they question a spider?
She looks over at you. No, probably not. Can you command the spider?
I can speak with it. That is something that it is a spell. I can spend a bit extra time, and it doesn't cost me as much energy, but I can speak with it and I can ask it to do this for us.
Could be an option. Let me. Actually, Wimbo's there. Wimbo sort of speaks up. I think that's a great idea, but I don't think an insect is going to be particularly intelligent.
It is not an insect. It is an arachnid.
I don't think an arachnid is going to be particularly intelligent, not enough to take note of, you know,
No.
troop
It just needs to
movement
get.
or.
It just needs to get in there, and I have something for that. I can see through it.
So like what I can do, but without the flying and invisibility part.
Yeah, it's just a spider.
Four nods. So we can do both then.
Sure. We could take different routes and try to scout out the entire fortress in one go. It would be safer, I suppose, and divide and conquer and all that. We could prioritize the higher parts of the fortress for Ruch to scout and the lower parts for this spider to scout.
All right. Yeah, no, that's good with me. I'll just. But just looks to Wimble and Thorn. But I'm here to just listen to orders. This doesn't have to. This doesn't have to happen.
She like sighs a little bit. No, it's a good idea. We can do both. There's no harm in trying both out.
Nazrin,
Yes.
could you puff out your bird so the spider can get used to the fact that it is going to be friends with a bird?
Certainly. And I snap my fingers. Uruk appears in a puff of black ink.
I'll start ritually casting Speak with Animals.
Sure. Okay. While you guys do that, let's meanwhile back at the ranch. What's everybody been doing? And by everybody, I mean Luna, Florian, and Alun.
Luna has
Hoping.
been worrying. I mean, she'll kind of bounce back and forth from doing little chores and tidying things up and like organizing her stuff and like try to read a couple passages out of her prayer book and then bounce to something else. I'm sure you've all seen this kind of behavior.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
What's Alun doing?
He's just been trying to emotionally regulate himself and also not do what he did to Isi. So
Okay. Is he with
And he-
Ari right now?
he probably has Ari most of the time, but you can probably also catch him without Ari on occasion because Ari's gotta have breaks at some point.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, does Alun have somebody right now to help him? If so, then Florian's gonna go to Luna.
It's just whoever you want to talk to, so
Okay.
we can make either work.
Well, he'll notice that Luna's nervous. He'll walk up to her.
Hi, Florian. How are you?
Good. Hey, you all right?
I'm full of all this jittery energy. It's a little hard to get out.
Okay. I don't know. We could fight about it. Do you want to see a card trick? I have spider legs to cook. I don't know.
I mean, I'd love to see a card trick. Sure.
Okay. He's gonna
I don't
do
know
the
about
same
the spider
one.
legs.
Oh, EC wanted to make sure we had something to eat, so
Oh.
they gave me spider legs, and oil and. Anyway, here's the card
Of
trick.
course.
He pulls out his cards, shuffles them. Pick a card, any card.
Picks one slightly to the left of center.
Okay. Don't show it to me. Memorize it.
Looks at it. Should I just make one up?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay.
All right, put it back in the deck and please shuffle, however your heart desires.
Not super skilled at shuffling, but she's all right.
No, I'm actually I'm gonna veto that.
The basic full bridge sort of thing.
I'm gonna veto that. You've worked with tarot before, so you're decent at
Oh,
shuffling.
okay.
She's not terrible at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know.
I'm vetoing your character choice, Zoe.
Okay. So you ever see like commander players who have massive hands shuffling their decks with ease?
Yeah, that's me.
No.
Because I and commander decks are huge.
At those yaoi hands.
Yes.
It's like that?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Like Luna has these like long,
Very
spindly fingers.
Self-assured.
You know your way around a deck. All right. Give it
Lots
back.
of fortune telling.
Oh. I'll have to ask you to do that sometime. All right.
You can
hand me
do
the
fortune
deck.
telling with a basic playing deck.
Oh. This is not a basic playing deck, but it can be. It's currently not. I'm giving away the trick. He takes the deck from her and he shuffles it. And then he pulls a card from the top Is this your card? And it is not her card.
No, that's not my card.
Okay. Well, how about this? And he will reach behind her ear and try to pull out the card. What would I need to roll for this?
Sleight of hand, just to see
Okay.
how good it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, it went better than it went with Nezrin.
Yeah, that's true.
Her passive perception is 15, so like she
Yes,
kinda...
Luna can kind of see how this trick works, but I also I think Luna's probably playing along.
Oh, probably.
Oh, yeah. Oh my.
Is that your card?
Is it my card or is it a picture of Luna?
It is a picture of you.
Oh, it's mine now. What a lovely picture.
You get Nezrin didn't get it. You get it.
I think Nezrin just got it too well.
Hmm?
Sorry.
What's hello?
Sorry.
I had the 4 of diamonds, but I like this better.
Oh, okay. So my artistic skills are worth more than 4 diamonds. I will keep that in mind next time I sell a drawing.
Definitely worth more than 4 diamonds.
Nice.
What is this, Minecraft economy?
Definitely. Did that help? I don't know.
A little bit. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Maybe we should look up these legs. Getting
Okay.
a bit late.
Yeah, why not? I know you like spiders. This might be sensitive or whatever. Sorry about that.
Circle of life, it's fine.
Yeah. Cook up the legs. Let's get it going.
That's only gonna make day 6's report pretty awkward. Oh, I'm mid friends with a spider today.
That's funny.
The next sending after that, she says, "We ate the spider legs you gave Florian. They were pretty good."
Circle of life.
See? She gets it!
That's true love right there.
Florian's gonna keep looking over, checking out if Aloon's okay.
I'm just trying to be there when he's ready, you know?
Yeah. I'm sure Ari knows what they're doing. Oh, go ahead.
Aloon, go ahead and roll. I want you to roll an insight check for me at disadvantage. Because you're still kind of fucked up, sorry.
I'm always fucked up. That's my natural
Oh.
state.
When I'm fucked up, that's the real me.
10, okay. As the days go by, you don't notice until day 4 or 5, but Aristander's a lot quieter.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Everybody Hates You Island, sorry.
Why
No.
did you go there?
But none of your friends were there.
No, he seems a lot more pensive. He's still talking to you and helping you out, and he's there. But you notice when he has a little bit of time to himself, when he thinks you're not looking, he looks down.
Mm-hmm.
But not like generally sad, but like worried.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you man's got a bad omen.
Oh.
And I think by day 4, when I think there's been a couple hints like, well, maybe it's a one-off thing. I've been saying some bummer shit.
Yeah.
Then it's like, no, it might be a little more than that. Sit down, just like, he says, Hey,
Oh,
howdy.
hey.
Are you, it's, you're not, like, getting tired or anything, because, I've been keeping an eye out this past few days, and, I think you're trying to, like, not let it show, but, like, I'm a wild man, and I'm observant, and I know these things, and also socially pick up on stuff I shouldn't, so I just pick up on fucking everything and I go insane. So I just want some reassurance. Is there something? Are you okay? How are you feeling? I think that's what you'd ask me. Status
Um,
report.
they look at you. They smile, laugh a little bit, shake their head. I guess not as good at hiding my emotions as I thought. Well, first, let me say this right off the bat. Not you. Nothing to do with you. Um,
All right.
I'm happy being here and I'm happy helping you out. I I've been getting, I don't know, a feeling. I think something's going to happen and I don't know what. It's it reminds me of when I went down into the Underdark to get Rainy.
Something big looming over.
Just
I
an
I mean,
event.
you know, I get that, but I know with you it's actually like real and not like head shit. So.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about it.
Should you maybe, we could think about it with Luna in proximity so that she can chime in, maybe. Because looming dread, feelings like that, the bad hoodoo, it's a little bit of like a futury, Siri, divination-y thing. I mean, or we can sit on it. Sitting on it's an option, but we've been doing a lot of sitting.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think Florian should be around too. I don't know. I just.
I mean, obviously we gotta include him because like that'd be weird if we didn't. That's like all of us.
This affects all of us. Yeah.
Well, we got dinner coming. No, that might be weird for dinner.
Yeah, they're like right outside the tent cooking if you want to go talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, let's go out and talk to him.
All right, we go out. Sit down. Like, y'all cooking some crab?
Spider. The lovebirds have emerged.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know us. We've been in there fucking up a storm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I knew it.
We really need to clean the tent.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta air that shit out.
Gotta air it out. Make sure it's not humid in there.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Are you taking water breaks?
Florian started this conversation, but he's looking a little grossed out now.
He was not ready to reap what he sowed.
No.
Unfortunately, there are fluids.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't just be the way.
Sometimes you get sad and a little
And
handsy.
that's a
What
rock
do I
fact.
say? What do I say?
No, but
Fucked around, found out too much.
He found out. Unfortunately.
I've he sort of looks towards Luna. I've been getting this sort of feeling in the pit of my stomach, but it's not just worry. There's more to it than that.
Oh, indigestion. I get that all the time.
Luna puts up a hand to
Let's-
stop
let's-
Florian from talking.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
straight
be a
up.
little-
She doesn't even say a word.
Wow.
I have two. Something's wrong.
I felt like this before. And it's when things have happened in my life and people's lives around me that have been like big.
All right, let's see what kind of information we can get. She goes to her bag and starts pulling out like a little like mat to sit on and like some crystals and shit. She's gonna fucking get the setup going.
I'm just gonna keep cooking the spider legs, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. She like has a couple of like really worn down candles in little holders that she sets out and beckons Ari over. It's not too far away from the fire. It's just like so like pops from the logs don't catch her stuff, you know?
Yeah, they walk over, they sit down next to Luna.
She takes a quick breath to kind of do a fast little centering.
I think Dylan's nearby also for this. Because he wants to know.
Yeah, Florian's listening in.
I guess she starts what she would usually do when she's like telling a fortune. Let me see if I've got some text that I did in another in another RP, so let me find it. Thought it was very good, but it didn't really pan out.
It's not too far up there.
I call upon the gifts given to me by the seer, Morn, guardian risen from the darkness. She's going a little faster than you would expect.
Huh.
Seeker of the future, Prunaborn and moon-blessed, may her divinity shine a light upon the path of her standard. Seer held dear. And I mean, it's a little rushed, but it still has an effect. You can feel like kind of a pressure of like magical energy kind of intensifying for a second and then kind of leveling out, and she's got like kind of a glowing like like kind of like a hologram projected over her eyes and like as like a third eye. And Gabe, should I roll for something?
So
or?
this is going to be a group religion check. I want you to use wisdom, Zoe. Florian, you can use charisma as the base for this.
Okay.
And Alun, you can use wisdom.
So a wisdom roll with the religion bonus?
If you're trained in religion, yes. So if you're trained in religion, you can add your proficiency bonus to that wisdom roll.
Oh, it's actually the same for a wisdom or a religion. Or, yeah. I'm calling inspiration on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8, 2.
I'll do inspo. I love not dying.
Okay. As
I'm adding another inspo. I feel like we need this.
Yeah,
W.
I agree.
okay. As all of you are focused in on this, even if you're not actively participating, Florian, you're listening in, Alun, you're listening in, you guys are sort of enraptured by what's happening. There is this moment where there's like almost like a crack of lightning, just energy around you. And then you all sort of look around and you're still sitting there. But Florian, this feels familiar to you. It's as though time has stopped. There's no wind blowing, no movement around you. And you hear a voice. And all of you hear this voice and see the silhouette come from behind Florian, looking over the group of you.
Is it a be-antlered silhouette?
It is a be-antlered silhouette, yes.
Okay.
As they look down. I was not expecting this. And she turns to Luna. I've been asked as a favor here.
By whom?
By the goddess you serve.
Oh, she looks a little shocked at that. Oh, wow.
Moon is a powerful symbol where I'm from, so she holds some sway there.
Luna nods. She's... What is unusual about it besides the favor?
Just you all. You're very... I mean, this one's interesting. And she sort of motions towards Florian. Obviously.
Hell yeah, I am.
But
That's right.
All of you just keep running into things, I guess.
Well,
Danger magnets.
We're meant for something big, so maybe we're just bumbling into things until something connects.
You are. I can't see the future like she can. But I can see where paths might end. Yeah. You take a step back, you get perspective.
What is the most likely path you see?
There's a moment, and you can feel the energy get a little bit colder. Not in a menacing way, but in a sort of sad way. Like energy sort of just like leaching out of the room.
William hates everything about this, but so he's staying quiet.
Yeah.
Well, there's death. And truth.
You know who? How many?
What side?
It could be a lot. It could be one.
Would intervention bring any change?
Maybe.
Should have expected that one.
She looks at all of you. Not the change that people might want, but change nonetheless.
Huh.
I think you've all learned a pretty powerful lesson recently. And I think you might
Did
need
we
to
make a
help.
mistake letting them go?
No. Well, I can't say. But you're alive, aren't you?
I want them to be alive too.
She looks at all of you. You can feel her gaze. And she says, how much do you trust them to be able to follow instructions, even if it goes against what many of them believe?
Completely. I'm gonna be honest.
Lucy learned her lesson, but
I find that when people get cornered, when they have no other option, it feels like all bets are off, even people you want to trust.
Why?
is there a way for us to help?
If they had to make a choice and you were on one side and your leader was on the other, which side do you think they would pick?
What are you saying, Sadie?
Some trolley ass problem bullshit.
Leader.
Fuck you.
You mean Thorn?
She nods.
I hope they would do whatever was right. Whatever they felt was right. I mean, fuck whatever side it's on, right?
Kind of looks to you, Florian. This is less like a moral side and more literally, you know,
I think Elune understands what this means.
one side of a river and the other.
Sadie, you're not being clear.
That's not
They're
new.
going
I know you're
disobey.
Faye, but come on.
Eris Morn's got a hold of her. She can't give you a straight answer, even if she wanted to.
They're going to disobey Thorn.
I'm not saying that.
They might. Okay.
They might have to.
So why are you telling us this? Presumably we can do something.
You can be there. Tempt them to one side instead of the other.
Sorry, what?
She thinks for a second. I don't usually talk like this, but I'm doing a favor for someone else.
Please, Raina.
She takes a deep breath.
I'm not asking as a seer of someone you're doing a favor for. I'm asking as an Eladrin. Eladrin?
Eladrin.
However you want to call yourself is fine. There's a little bit more.
I'm asking as one of your kin.
There's a little bit more warmth that enters around you. It's a fight they can't win.
I knew it.
Do you think they'll leave?
They would never.
Even if Thorn directed them, they wouldn't.
I don't think they would leave.
Real big idiots.
Even if she told them to leave her behind.
Wouldn't run to save their lives.
We didn't last time.
The peanut gallery.
So,
Do you think you being there would sway their decision?
I think us being there would kind of piss them off.
could we fight for them? Like, if we were there in this hypothetical, could we help them win?
No.
Or okay.
Where you stand now, you're on the precipice of a valley. And you can't see the bottom of it.
Is there a way we can get them out of this scrape?
I think that's up to you. Do you think you can?
Alright. I think if we put our heads together and strategize, we're about 4 magic folks. Sure, we could rub 2 brain cells together, figure out an extraction plan.
Are you planning on helping us, Sadie?
I can get you there.
I mean, I could do ascending. I could warn them, but
We have cell stones. We don't have to use the spell.
not in magic time bubble, but yeah.
If they
I'm texting you
lose,
for my magic time bubble.
if they lose and die, will they be able to come back?
We won't be able to get them.
Luna,
You don't know where they are?
8 people.
Yeah, if they get stabbed by that fucking sword, then
The guy with the leg,
souls
he's
are
good at
boosted.
healing and... Oh, no, you're right. That is a thing, huh? Shit.
You're dead, you're dead.
No, that's, I agree to disagree on that one.
Florian, most of the guys in the party have legs. I think you're going to need to be a bit more specific.
Shut up.
The guy with fewer organic legs than average.
Or the metal leg, yeah.
Oh, my
You
skeleton?
had 2 legs, you just didn't see the other one.
I'm talking about the badass one.
I can't
you know?
answer
Yeah,
any of these questions. I can't see the future.
Okay.
I
Worth a
just
shot, I
know
guess.
what they're walking into.
Okay.
They're gonna be so pissed.
And the pilgrims be saved?
I think so.
Is there some kind of possibility where we can get them and the pilgrims out? Do we have to now choose between the people we care about and the people who paid us money to do the thing?
I thought that was
Less
an
about-
incredibly loud buzzer wrong sound.
That's so funny.
Is there a way we can get them out? Or do we have to choose between the people we care about and the people who paid us money to do the thing?
Hmm.
Or do we care less about-
If they lose, and die, will they be able to come back?
If they lose,
She looks at you, Alun. I don't know. I don't think so. They're
Man, fucking hate this big bullshit.
she kind of looks at Alun. I'm
She's
not
being honest.
omnipotent.
These are
I can't see
Fiddling.
everything. I can see some things. And I
You're
know
more
that
than
if
us,
they
that's why I'm
fight,
asking
it's
questions.
not going to end up well for them. And I'm asking if you trust them well enough to turn away from a fight that they know they're going to lose.
They're not going to.
No, they're not.
Well, we appreciate the tip, Sadie. Is there anything else you can tell us?
They've been burned so recently.
They've been burned recently, and it's how I know they're going to act rationally. Thorn didn't even want them there, and they decided to go anyways.
She wanted them there. She just.
No, she did not.
I think it was a professional thing.
She kind of looks to Florian. She didn't want them there.
Jeez. Okay.
Well, if it was just her and Lunik
And Wimbo.
and Wimbo.
Yep. Can't forget Wimbo. He's gonna do a heck of a lot.
How
He's a
dare
high
Say it
level
like that. What?
I bet
Wait a minute.
Wimbo absolutely fucks shit up. Like
He
Wimbo
probably
is-
does.
Wimbo
Wimbo is
solos the
fucking-
entirety of the clutch, okay?
Yeah, Wimbo
I
is
bet
fucking
Wimbo-
Yoda against Count Dooku.
Freaking, I know this, but Florian is underestimating him because he's sweet and shy. Just saying.
I bet
this is
if
a
Wimbo
character
were a little bit dehydrated, he would have almost abs.
problem.
Never mind.
And 3 vagina bones.
Oh
Maybe
my
a fourth.
Who knows?
Why does he have an
Actually-
odd amount of vagina?
god. Okay. What?
You know what, guys? I think your estimations are correct. I do want to die.
I can
think
I can get you there. I can get you to the moment where things are going to happen.
Okay. Do we have time to prepare?
yeah, if we could like prepare some like fucking like loadout spells, whatever. Can we get like 8 whole hours for like a spell nap in this time bubble?
You won't need it. Just when you
Okay,
get
cool.
out, you'll have what you need.
Sick.
That's really generous. This must be some favor.
Alun's thinking, man, didn't I tell Florian that Sadie sucked at one point? Maybe I should redact that.
Oh, Florian has also said that Sadie sucks. It's fine.
I think Sadie said that Sadie said.
Probably.
Damn, little haters.
Yeah.
Sadie should like herself more.
No, I get where she's coming from.
I leave it
I feel
up
like
to
I'm
you.
Yeah.
missing something.
Sorry.
What do you think you're missing?
So it's like don't fight. It's kind of the Pilgrims or Thorn, it's looking like. Or like us or Thorn.
I think you underestimate how far she'll go to protect you.
Well, if we're worried about the purple gal, if I can keep, she's probably not going to want to keep her attention on me, but if I can keep on her and just generally be in her way, that's going to lock her down.
She looks at you alone. Fighting is not going to be an option. Not unless
I'm
you
not going to
really want
fight.
to die. Engaging with them is not going to be an option.
Okay.
This is
Doing a little bit of math.
this is bigger than what you know.
I don't know fucking a lot, so
Anything
yeah,
times
that's
0
that.
is 0.
Boys, we're doing a
Mm.
stealth mission. Luna, your boys also. The gender neutral.
Boys, gender neutral.
Yeah. Is Ari here or is Ari outside of our time
Ara's
bubble?
here.
Gender neutral boys, I say for Ari.
Ari's like half of, or a good chunk of whatever conduit's connecting us to Sadie right
Well,
now.
see, Gabe's been nosy talking as Sadie, so I actually wasn't sure.
Listen, it's hard to do a lot of different characters at once, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
I understand. Just making sure.
But yeah, Sarah Sander is there.
Can you come with us?
I can take you there, but I can't do more than that. Not really.
Okay.
Take us there, but she can't take us over.
God damn it.
Out of character. I'm sorry.
You know, fighting and dying sounded a whole lot better right now.
Is there anything else you can tell us? Or that you were gonna tell us?
It's a culmination of a lot of different things, finally. Like I said, there's truth on this path, as well as death.
Okay.
Well, my stance on this is if it's gonna go belly up, I think I'd rather have the control to maybe influence it to not do that than have just sat on my ass and been sad about it. So
I respect that. Yeah.
Death is the risk of a lot of knowledge.
I can tell you there's nothing fucking worse than just getting the message that's like, hey, person you cared about, dead now. So, Actually, there are several things worse than that, anyways.
There's a couple that I can think of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Anyways.
It's a betrayal of trust, but it's better than doing nothing and knowing nothing.
Yeah.
I've already pissed
I'm in.
EC off. It's not hard to piss the fun off.
He gets
Evan
over
can
it.
deal. Yeah. What's Storm gonna do? Fire us?
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't need money.
We're already stuck in this. Whether it's for a job or not.
Yeah.
Well, she is. Alune is not necessarily.
All right. Get your things ready.
Prep our spells.
Whatever you want to have ready for when you get there.
Anybody got any particular spell requests, both in character or out of character?
Oh, I don't exactly know everything you can do.
Alune, in this time bubble where we have all the time in the world, goes over everything he can do, which is a terrifying amount of things you now realize.
That's awesome.
Should I keep calm emotions?
Probably.
Nah.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, I kind of think we might need our full tool set, and
yeah.
You know what? Bring the ambulance, but not for me. Actually, probably for me.
I mean, I could roll Spirit Guardians, go aggro.
I think
That's
this
pretty
might be
good.
a stealth mission, so
Oh, yeah.
we might want things to distract and divert.
If we need to make an escape, though, slowing people down wouldn't be bad. And
I
Spirit
got a
Guardians
lot
is
of
good.
things different from the ether to slow people down.
Hell yeah.
I tell you what.
I tell you what.
Kitty, could I ask you for something?
Yes, Florian.
If this is a stealth mission, I don't know. Something to hide us or disguise us might be pretty good.
I got polymorph. You want to be a rat?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh wait, no, I don't. Sorry, I lied.
I was saying, how the fuck do you have polymorph?
There's like a lower level polymorph and a higher level one, and I thought I had it, but I think I don't.
Loon, don't get my hopes up like that, man.
Yeah.
So disappointed.
Big bummer.
Sorry, I
Look this
didn't
up.
mean to
Hold
yell.
How a bummer.
How a bummer.
I swear it was
How a
this one was
bummer.
3rd level. And
Mechanically, what I'm asking for, Gabe, is to switch out my Eldritch Invocation.
She will do that for you.
Okay.
polymorph is 4th
No,
level.
druid,
so
yeah,
sad.
polymorph is druid. But it is a 4th level spell.
Yeah,
It's a good one, though.
I don't think you have that yet.
One day we can be rat buddies.
I could roll Silence.
Ooh.
Silence is an underrated spell.
It's a very
Silence
good
would be
spell.
Also,
I love
for
it.
fighting spellcasters, I mean,
Yeah. Luna, if we
Yeah.
get into a scrape, silence may be mandatory unless we're fighting arrow guys, in which case I do have the big windy thing that makes the arrows not happen.
Warding
instantly.
wind.
I really thought you said Arab, guys. I was like, what the
Oh,
fuck
oh.
does that have to do with it?
Wow.
Oh my
Does
god.
Metal Gear
This is
work
not
in
Metal Gear Solid 4,
Afghanistan?
don't worry. This is Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh, God.
So long as we're not in Metal Gear Solid 5 where they learn from us and start wearing helmets.
That happened to
You killed a child. Great job, boss.
The child deserved it.
Some kiddos need to die.
All right, so
Big boss is here to kill them.
as you guys prepare and get things ready, let's do a smash cut to an invisible bird and a spider.
It's my favorite YA novel.
And I love
Animorphs.
Animorphs.
Are they for spiders? I don't know.
Let's not get in the weeds.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Actually, what time is it? Take a like a quick 5-minute break. Just get some water. Go to the bathroom. Stretch your legs.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Let me put up the thingy.
I appreciate that you told us in character that this is a battle that is not going to go well for us. Appreciate that.
I don't know. I don't think he's telegraphed it enough.
I just want to say, wow.
Yeah, I am surprised about how little confidence y'all have in us. Like, I could understand if you all were like, oh, I don't know, like they might try to like fight to the death again, but like how confidently you're like, yeah, no, they're gonna kill themselves without a second thought. Like, we need to help them. Shocks me.
Is it shocking? Would you?
It is.
I don't know.
When the God lady comes to you like something bad's gonna happen, what are we gonna assume based on recent events, despite all the talking?
Here, I thought the talking might have helped.
Personally, I don't think Nezrin would die on purpose.
I don't think anyone would die on purpose.
EC would not, actually.
EC's got shit to
say that because he would absolutely do that.
EC might like hesitate for a moment, but EC's absolutely taking. If Thorn tells me to do something, I'm doing it. If Thorn tells me to run, EC's running.
Wow.
That's good.
Your beloved cousin.
They might not like it. They may rage about
Yeah.
it later, but
EC's good.
listen,
EC's just
y'all didn't see it, but the god laid a bit of perspective on EC. Okay.
Okay.
Mike forced his own character to have some introspection.
Wow.
You're gonna introspect and you're gonna like it. I'm gonna go pee. So distracted.
Don't get lost. Remember who you are. Don't fall in.
Go piss
Just
girl.
have fun.
We love you.
Zoe and Michael, and Say actually.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware of the setting, this is the same fortress where Ape Juice took place.
Oh no! No, I hated Ape Juice. No,
Ape Juice is back.
I haven't thought about Ape Juice in years.
Not Ape Juice.
Please, yes, Ape Juice. All over. The moat is filled with ape juice.
For those of you who are not aware, in a past incarnation of the setting, the group fought sentient apes here, and one of the players put an ape corpse into their bag and just let it decompose in there. So eventually the bag had like just a layer of ape juice in it.
Beautiful.
I hate that.
What a
Was it
beautifully
like Ape
descriptive
Escape
way
themed
to
instead of
describe
Metal
it.
Gear?
It was Yo actually, Fab, who did that.
It would be Yo.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked. Well, I guess I probably still need locate object, huh?
Gabe, if I'm correct, did he have the rune of Kayapili?
Hold on. Let me pull up
Shit, which one was it?
my list of all the runes. Where is it? Nope, that's the Pruno. That's inspiration. There it is. Current CNC. He did not have the rune that you have. You have a different rune.
No, Kayapili.
Hold on.
I have Kapak.
Checks my references.
No.
Your references.
Wait, hold on. Which one was it?
Moon?
It was just a strange shape, and I know that much. I just associated that with Kayapili.
No, wasn't it? Was it Beast?
No.
I don't think you actually told us what it was because we
No,
gave it to the people.
No, I never told you what it was, but I knew what it was. It was either Beast or Moon. It was either Beast or Moon. I think it was Moon. I think you're right.
I think it was Moon because I remember it being a moon shape.
Yeah.
Thinking back to it, it was a moon shape. Like it was a weird crescent.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. It was Moon, which is not Kayapili. That's not them.
I too have been referred to as a weird crescent.
You have
That's
not.
what you called me in college.
Yeah, it's not all it's cracked up to be, fellas.
You were not called a crescent, you big goober.
How do you know?
That you just don't look like a crescent.
Fab, you can turn inspiration into gold, and I'll allow.
Oh yeah! I was thinking, man, I spent all my money on drugs.
I will allow you to give Sadie gold for diamonds. That's fine. If you want to transform some inspiration into gold.
Let me do that while we're doing all this stuff.
So I feel like we detracted a bit. I'm just shocked and aghast that you have so little faith in us guys.
Okay, but are you like legit insulted?
No, not at all.
No, I'm just kidding.
Alune in Illu's opinion, it's because you care a lot. You can't. It's He's seen that you have a hard time distancing yourself on the battlefield. Like there's a very strong emotional response, and he doesn't think you can detach.
Bro, what are you talking about? EC's an archer. All they do is distance themselves.
All
Okay.
right, Michael.
Okay, people, other people can have zingers, but I can't, man. It was right there.
It was a good one. It was a good one. I'll give it to you.
It was good, actually.
Patrick,
that's
are you
like
back?
Character view.
Patrick's not back, I don't think. That's fine.
Patrick's not back, Drake.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, okay, never
Whoa.
mind.
Call me Sam Reich because
Sam Reich.
Sam Reich.
I've been here the whole time.
The whole
I've
time.
been
here the whole time.
We love that short white man.
Is he that short?
He's not tall.
He's not tall, I'll tell you that much.
I don't know how tall he is, but I feel like he's not tall. I think he's a little short.
Sam Reich, he's like fairly average height, I think.
Okay.
Maybe you're just very tall.
I could just be I think College Humor just has a lot of very tall people in it. Or Dropout now, sorry, not College Humor.
Yeah, I mean, Grant O'Brien is fucking like 9'12".
Grant's tall. Oh god, like most of the guys are tall. Brennan's tall. Lou's tall.
yeah.
Zach's pretty tall.
Guys, we're getting into the weeds territory here.
Listen, Michael.
We're on a break.
I'm just...
Mike's
No.
coming in with the weed whacker.
Okay, no, don't close. Okay, there we go. All right, let's smash cut back to a spider and a bird.
They're in love.
They're in love.
Oh, motherfucker.
I guess okay. Actually, would
they be in love?
no,
Canonically, let's talk about
let me talk.
Riley, no.
Would the spider? How would the spider get there?
Well, EC has quite a time convincing it to get on one of its natural predators.
Okay, all right. That's what I was getting at. Like, is the spider gonna ride the bird? I will allow that if you want to try that.
Yeah, this is just mostly like, yeah, no, you're not getting in its claws or its beak. You're getting on its back.
They're definitely in love. Yeah. Anyway, so
it needed to be said.
As you guys approach the fortress, how would I guess it's just the spider making rolls, huh?
The spider just needs to, get into one of them crevasses.
All right, I'm gonna roll stealth for the spider.
Okay.
He got a 16.
Hell yeah, that's my spider.
Riley, your bird's invisible, so has advantage on this stealth check. I assume that's what you're doing, correct?
Yeah.
Four pairs of pants.
All right, go ahead and make that stealth check for your bird. 13. Okay. And then let me get a perception check from the bird, and then I'll get one from the spider. Okay. 11.
It's actually mine because I'm perceiving.
It would be through the animal, actually. At least that's how familiars work.
No,
what's the ability called?
Spells.
Is it beast sense?
Yes.
If you see through usually, like if you're seeing through the animal's eyes, you would use the animal's perception stats. It's the same case with Find Familiar, where you're blinded to your own surroundings and you share the beast's sense and get any special senses like dark vision or whatever else. But
Okay.
Generally, you roll the creature's
All right.
stats.
So you got an 18. The spider got an 11. It's not a hard DC. Don't worry. You're just scoping things out. What you do see throughout the fortress, or the fort, I should say, is most of the ground area, most of the places where there would be people. You see these guards. And it's hard for you to see through the spider's eyes. They just look like regular guards, but Nezrin, as you're looking through and looking a little bit closer, they do look like they are undead.
Aha. Okay.
It seems as though all of these soldiers are undead. But they don't, and this is what you noticed before, it's not like a regular undead. Like, these guys seem way too well coordinated for this to be like a simple resurrection spell. This is powerful magic.
Mm-hmm. It's extremely complex. They're puppeteering themselves. There's no one controlling them necessarily directly. It's like they have fine motor control.
Go roll.
It's a lot.
I want you to roll an Arcana check for me.
Okay. Swapping sheets back to Neswin. Our Arcana.
Okay. I think because of how everything was happening and how powerful your enemy seemed before, you're like, they must have done this. These are their undead. But as you're looking at the scale here and the sheer magical prowess, this is not the work of that person that you fought. This is something much larger, much more powerful.
Do I get the sense that this is like arcane in nature, or would I start leaning towards like death god vibes?
I would say through your familiar, you can't tell. Through your theory, it could go either way. This could be an extremely, extremely powerful wizard.
Could Zune do something like this?
Let me roll something for Zune.
Okay, because Zune is the most powerful necromancer I know. So I feel like using her as a metric of like how powerful is the necromancy would be good.
Roll me a charisma check.
Just straight charisma.
Yeah, straight riz.
That Nezriz.
That Nezriz. Okay.
11.
Okay. You don't know. And it's not because you aren't sure of Zune's abilities. You feel like Zune probably has things that she has not shown you.
Damn. So that was a charisma check, like how close I am to Zune.
So I rolled for her own sort of how close she keeps things to her chest. Mm-hmm. And then how much you would get her to open up.
Yeah, how much of American Sweetheart am I to her?
Yeah. So, I mean, she's very willing and open to help you.
Right, but it also makes total sense that Nezrin would.
She is a member of the Arcane Council in Ivranos, though.
Yeah, so, and also Nezrin's not great at getting people to open up about themselves.
I'm back. Sorry, my boyfriend went into info dump about the human body, and of course I had to listen.
Of course.
Absolutely.
What'd you learn?
Naturally.
Human body weird.
Human body cool.
We can continue talking about the human body afterwards.
Okay.
So as you think there's a possibility that Zune could do something like this. Zune is extremely powerful, very old, has a lot of resources. So And I think this is just, you don't have enough experience to know whether or not this is feasible for a mortal. It
Right.
could be, it could not be. Like, even through all your theory study and how much you've learned,
I've
putting
not
it,
gotten to the point where I could give an accurate assessment of this.
yeah.
How accessible is teacher to me?
Go ahead and roll a religion check.
I would love to fucking ask him what he thinks about all this shit.
That's fair.
Religion 20.
Okay. As you mid flap,
I just hear a whistle like, damn, holy shit. Look at all this.
mid flap, still looking through the bird's eyes, but frozen midair, you feel the presence of teacher next to your bird, because that's where your senses are.
Yeah.
Um,
Teacher, are you seeing this?
this is interesting.
I know, right? Is this like... Could somebody do this, like, normally? Like, I obviously take a lot of effort and time and resources, but, like, could a person do this? This seems very complex. I can't even grasp the scale of it.
They look around. I've never seen anything like this in the mortal plane, but
Oh, boy.
it's something I've seen in other planes where dark magic is more common.
Okay. So we're not, like, dealing with an ancient god of undeath or something. Like, a person could do this, maybe.
There's silence.
Oh, boy.
I can't say where this is coming from.
Gotcha. Good. That's fine.
And then you get like a clarification from him. Not that I don't want to tell you.
Oh, no, I get it. I'm just reeling at the fact that you do not know something. That is concerning.
It is concerning to me as well.
Okay, well, keep your eyes peeled, I suppose, if you want to take a look around with me for Ruch. I'm sure you'll be able to find something interesting to look at. Wish me luck.
You will need more than luck.
That's really not what I want to hear right now. But I guess I appreciate your honesty.
And you're flapping your wings again.
Yep. Great. Cool.
So, general overview of the fort that you guys have seen. So, the main wall in the front doesn't really have many rooms, but the sides and the back of it do have like some living areas. There's like places where people can cook food and things like that. None of it seems to be in much use. There do seem to be, and you both do see this with your perception checks. Somebody was cooking. It looks like
Sorry.
it's okay. And I would say Nezrin would realize this before, or would recognize this. It's like a small group of like maybe 6 people.
Damn, I really thought it was going to be like an earth elemental or something, so I could smell what the rock is cooking.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Let me see. Yeah. Like 5 or 6 people where the like the area is set for.
There's 5 or 6 people there, or it's set for 5 or 6 people?
There are the remains of 5 or 6 people having eaten.
Okay, so we have 5 or 6 eaters.
Yes.
And a whole lot more than 5 or 6 people in the fort.
I would say between the other soldiers, you're probably looking at, along the top of the ramparts, you're looking at 6 to 8 sets of the archers.
Okay.
Patrolling the grounds, you can see actually only like 2 or 3 sets of what look to be just typical soldiers.
Mm-hmm. And how many per set?
Each set has 3.
Okay.
Um,
So like overall, if Nezrin's like doing like a count of how many people, like the enemy's numbers as she's flying through.
Overall, that you can see, probably 30 to 40.
And only 5 to 6 of them are like alive people. Is maybe a
There
guess.
is an area that neither of you can get into.
Oh.
A large set of doors in sort of the main hall that you can both tell lead down.
Mm-hmm.
You can see standing in front of these doors are these 4 large looking undead creatures or people, I should say, wearing this very thick metal armor and wielding swords, just standing wrapped at attention.
Mm. Great. Good news.
Yeah, that's all you see for now.
Okay.
And you guys can report back with that information.
Yeah, Nezrin will. And I think that like Nezrin's style of doing things is she's basically like saying out loud what she is seeing and hearing and noticing as she's flying through, because she doesn't know when she will need to like pull out or like bamf rook away.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't know how much she'll be able to remember off the top of her head because she's a little stressed. So I think maybe like she's got Wimbo next to her, like dictating everything she's saying, and she's just giving as much descriptive detail as she can as she's like flying through and like describing everything, and having Wimbo like write it down.
Yeah. I forgot to mention this. You do see there is a pen in the center of the fort where there are 3 of those displacer beasts that you saw before.
Like
and people taking care of them. Yes. An enclosure for them.
Not a writing pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that is what you guys see.
Cool. And the pilgrims are nowhere to be found?
Not anywhere where you saw, where you had access to.
The only place I didn't have access to was that door guarded by the 4 hulking guys.
Yes.
So.
And that's both of you.
Yeah, I think Nezrin and EC could probably come to the conclusion that that's where the pilgrims are being held.
EC is not like saying anything. They're like looking through the eyes of the spider, like, wow, I have 3 extra sets of eyes.
Yeah. And obviously EC and Nezrin can't hear each other while they're scouting, but they'll probably like compare notes after they both come out of it. And be like, oh, did you see this? Did you notice this? Yeah, I did as well. Like
EC reports like 4 times the amount of things.
That's funny.
Oh, you counted wrong because of the multiple eyes.
Multiple eyes, yeah, that's really funny.
Good shit.
Field of vision is off.
I'm seeing double 4 soldiers.
4 soldiers.
Nezrin just quietly shaking her head behind EC.
All right, so I saw like 16 soldiers in this hall right here, and all just
I just hold up 4 fingers.
And then there was like 12 displacer beasts.
Mm-hmm. Hold up a 3.
Okay.
It's really weird, like 8 like piece door.
Desert Squid's like, I don't know about that one. I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Because it's like 2 doors, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Thorn looks over the notes that Wimbo takes and listens very intently to what EC has to say. She thinks for a moment. A frontal assault would give them too much time underneath. I have no doubt that we could get through these soldiers, but these soldiers are not really the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Was when they were like flying with the invisible bird, was there were all the walls of the fort like I don't want to say up to code. What is this, OSHA? But like,
Were there any structural weaknesses?
No. This seems well preserved, and you would see that has been a little bit fortified as well. So they've put work into it.
I know we're getting pretty close to close time here, but the battlements. When EC was looking at them from a tree, were they like eye level?
The ramparts?
Yeah, the ramparts.
They're
Sure.
about 3 stories in the air.
Were there doors out onto those?
There's like no, they're like outside stairs that lead up to them. There's
Okay.
no like entrances from inside to go up there. They're like wooden ramparts at the top.
EC pulls out their unbreakable arrows and just sort of. Well, it could certainly get us to go up the ramparts, and then we don't necessarily have to go that through the front gate. I don't, but that's also not like a super solid option. I don't know how hard I have to shoot to get this arrow to embed itself in the castle.
Well, presumably, probably pretty hard. It's made of stone. Have you ever pierced stone before?
Typically, I do not fire arrows with the power to pierce stone, but this is unbreakable, like the Magic Man said.
Well, unbreakable and unstoppable are two different things.
I mean, you could go for the mortar between the stones, right? Like that's going to be easier to get it into than the stone itself.
Probably. I wonder if the mortar is weak enough.
It was kind of fortified, so maybe not. But again, that is just an option. That is quite the typewriter someone has.
If we
it's
can
Wimbo taking notes.
Sorry, that's me.
It's okay. If we can get inside, I think that would probably be. If we can get to those doors without getting noticed, I think that would be close enough. You can take out the guards and then head down.
And will Bimbo be able to get us out once we have the pilgrims?
Yes. That is something.
So
thanks for a second, actually. Let me.
How is everyone with being sneaky? Because I have a spell to help out, but if you're just, clanging each and every place, then it's going to be less effective.
I have a +4 to stealth, but I'm also wearing heavy armor, so.
Yeah. So normal.
You have a +14.
What is Avon's armor type? Like, what is the armor they're wearing? I know it's heavy, but dang, can't put parcels in between the plates if it's not plate.
I mean, the +10 to stealth is still really good, even with disadvantage.
I found the cube. They can't have an ass.
Patrick, would you like to weigh in on that?
I'm typing something right now.
Is got Minecraft ass, so it's like 2 squares just tacked on.
Yeah. It's a Minecraft Steve butt.
God damn it, Patrick. That's good.
Oh goodness.
All right.
All right.
Going in through. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me.
Keep that.
So I have Wimbo's spell book. I just need to remember what I actually have in here.
I'm sure Wimbo is very competent. Just to clarify. I'm sure he is.
I'm not upset at you. Don't worry.
Okay. It's just
Wimbo
I'm
is-
upset
Florian.
at you on Wimbo's behalf.
Wimbo is.
Wimbo's pierced.
Wimbo
Wimbo cats
knows, and he will
disintegrate.
have a talk.
No,
Oh my
I could
God,
live
I
a
wanna get
really
the talk
low
from
roll
Wimbo.
of disintegrate.
Oh no.
Like a really low roll. It's like the 40 puts me in trouble. If they roll higher than like 23 on the actual roll, though, I'm gone.
Oh.
Thank you, Mickey. Mickey. Sorry.
Mickey?
Mickey.
Oh, Miki. Okay, I understand now.
Miska, Muska, Mickey cat.
She is quite meek, but she learned how to growl last night.
Ooh.
She sounds like a little baby theremin, and it's extremely intimidating.
That's cute.
Motherfucker. God damn it.
Oh my god. Wimbo
Broken it.
looks through his bag of holding and says, I think I have something that can help.
Oh.
If you guys can point in the right direction, and he pulls out a scroll, I can make a passageway inside.
You
Why
hit a
didn't you say
hex
that
wall?
before?
You guys were all talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Bloody magic. Why do we even build walls if you can do that kind of shit, you know?
Well, it's not something that it's not even something that I know how to do specifically. I've picked up this. I've got a lot of scrolls I've picked up over the years.
You have like a grappling hook in that bag?
No, this will just make a tunnel through the wall that we can walk through.
Okay, so maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, so this isn't like this is a fortress or a fort?
A fort.
Okay. Sorry, I thought there was walls and then ground to cover and then
No. So the like the walls itself, there's like rooms built into the walls, basically. Like
okay.
let me just draw actually. So we've got a square here. Let's say this is the front. Then you've got like that. If that makes sense.
Okay. Is the space in between like actual space we can walk in?
Yeah, so
Or those
so this area is the inside of the fort that's just like the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And this area are like the rooms that are built into the walls.
Okay. All right. Getting a layout of it, EC just sort of draws the general like layout of the fort, the way you have drawn it.
Mm-hmm.
Were these doors like deep in the fort?
Yes. So the door that you couldn't get past was at like the back of the fort.
Oh, I have an awful color for this. Can you delete that?
Yes.
No, give me a different color.
Here. So let's.
So
This
we
is
want
the
to go
fort.
here.
Yes. You want to go to the back here.
All right. I draw out much better as EC, and I point this to Wimbo.
We should probably enter somewhere to the side because we don't know if the doorway leads down, if we're gonna fall into like some steps or something like that.
So like right here.
Yeah, we'd want to go through the door itself. We can enter into the side of where the door is. Like Thorn said, we can take out the guards and then just head down and hopefully don't have a bunch of stuff waiting for us down there.
Well, that is the hope, yes. Okay.
And what if there is a bunch of stuff waiting for us down there?
Then we do our best to find the pilgrims and get them out of there.
Okay.
We are not here to kill everyone. We are here to get the pilgrims and maybe that woman.
Yes, of course. I more so wanted to engage in the conversation of planning what we want to do beforehand.
I think the best bet would be if we go down there and there's a group of people waiting for us and there's no sign of the pilgrims, we leave.
Okay.
Because you saw there was more people there, right?
Yes, 4 big guys.
You saw there was like non-soldiers there, like people who were eating.
Oh, right. It seemed there was around 5 or 6 individuals, from the looks of it, who eat food and require sustenance and probably are not dead.
That's 5 or 6 times more of sentient people than you fought. And
Yes.
before. If they're all on the same level as the person you fought, I don't see that going well for us.
Again, I know we're shipping up. Gabe, any of these people, have like wolf fur cloak, blue eyes?
You didn't see the people.
Oh, okay.
You just saw like there's like signs of like 5 or 6 people who had eaten.
All right. Yeah, the mention of more sentient people on that level has EC intrigued. Wary but intrigued. Well, I am not good at planning, so
All right.
I will leave that to you guys. Just tell me where we are going. I'm going to stretch.
I think our best bet, they're here. We've tracked them here. They're not going anywhere else. I think, Nezrin, we should rest. Make sure you have all of your magic available to you.
I have spent very little of it, but all right.
How long do you think you would need to recover?
I mean, I've only done the invisibility. They get to do that for free. Once per long rest.
Wimbo nods. Okay. If
Otherwise, I have spent nothing of my reserves.
you don't think, do you think that you'll need that?
Potentially, but it is really more for stealth and recon. If I'm in a scrap and need to hit the bricks, I have a short form teleportation for that sort of thing.
Wimbo nods. Okay.
And
all right.
I did not see any of the individuals that we may be going up against, but people at that level of strength, I would assume that they would have some method of knowing I was there, despite not being able to see me.
Wimbo nods. And Thorn speaks up. All right. We'll make our way out in 10 minutes. Get everything you need ready. She turns to Lunik. I think you can cast a spell that helps conceal us, right? And Lunik nods. We'll cast that, and we'll make our way to the fort. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Gabe, I do have a question.
Yes.
Along the multiple days it took to get here and be in this position, how likely is it, if I really did some searching, that we would have come across like another corpse or any kind of humanoid?
You
dead
know
thing?
what? Honestly, in the shifting lands, there's a non-zero possibility, like a greater than that.
Yeah.
Would you have asked for any help?
Probably. I would have made it known that I with ease could probably handle up to, let me look at the actual spell. I think up to 4 individual corpses I could
Okay.
probably handle at
You
once.
see, hates it, but they would help.
Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me survival with advantage.
Okay. So, yeah, 4. I can do 4 at once until I have to upcast. Survival with advantage. Let's go. Survival advantage. My wisdom is shit. Okay. 16.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're looking for here is partially submerged skeletons that you can dig up out of the ground.
So you're
Yes, well, if there's any flesh on the bone, I could also make use of that.
you're able to find 2 more skeletons to add to your repertoire.
Okay, so over the course of multiple days, Nezrin will like perform the same ritual, raise one of the skeletons, and then perform a ritual at the end of the day to reassert control.
Yeah.
And
Right,
probably
I only had 1 short bow, by the way. I don't have like multiple short bows.
You're able to find
how
equipment for
lucky!
them along
The
the way.
skeleton already had a bow.
I mean, you are finding like dead hunters and dead people here, maybe dead soldiers. These are like people who were in the woods. So
Yeah.
they would have their old equipment on them, yeah.
But presumably, this previous night, I would have cast Animate Dead for free once per long rest, to maintain control.
Yeah.
And at any point, if I need to cast it at 3rd level again with a Warlock spell slot, I can short rest to regain that spell slot, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Okay. Yeah, you've got your skeletons, your skelly-mans.
Spooky, scary.
I think I'm going to have to call it.
We are calling it for the night here.
Yeah.
Time for the world's longest 10 minutes.
As you guys, technically it's like 40 minutes because 10 minutes and then 30 minutes to get there.
World's longest 40 minutes.
As you guys all get ready to make your assault on this fort, we will end it here for the evening. And we'll see. I'm just going to put you guys back on the other map because your tokens are there already. And I'm lazy.
So many cool S's.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Okay, before we head out, let's do a quick RP vote.
Get the skeleton out of there.
Everybody's gonna vote for him.
Yeah, it's true. He's very charismatic. I can't resist. You have to get him out of here.
Keep
Too
it
sexy.
fucking
His
band.
smoke too
Holy
different.
shit.
His ass too fat.
Look at how many vagina bones he has. How can
He's
we
got
not?
a lot
Oh
of
my
vagina
God.
bones, that's right? Yeah, I guess when you put it like that.
Never mind.
I'm voting for Luna. This was a good Luna session.
Was.
One for Luna.
You know, I'm also gonna vote for Luna for the divination setup that she did. That was cool.
Yeah, I'm also going to vote for Luna.
It's 3 for Luna.
That
Luna sweep. I can't vote for myself.
is it unanimous?
Who are you voting for, Zoe?
I'm gonna go with a loon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Michael, who are you voting for?
I'm going for Desmond because Florian and Luna have no faith in EC Desmond and Alpha.
That's funny.
In solidarity, I will vote for EC.
That's funny.
That's great.
Wow.
All right, Zoe, you get that point of inspiration.
Nice.
Also, Gabe, could you copy paste my skeleton 2 more times?
Yes, I can. We will be meeting not next week or the week after, but the 5th of March.
Okay.
I'm actually not going on vacation next week anymore, but I know,
Oh.
Patrick, I don't think you're available next week.
Oh,
So I'm flying back overnight from San Francisco on Monday night, and I'm not gonna. I don't know. It would be an on the day call if that's okay with people, but I might be around.
so we would
I
be
won't be
playing
there.
on the Monday.
Oh no, then I can't.
26th?
Yeah,
No,
it would be the 19th, not the 26th.
No.
So, but
On the
yeah.
19th, gotcha.
So yeah. So then yeah, we're meeting on the 5th next time.
5th. Okay.
So we're having 2 weeks, guys. I'm gonna make a map for you guys. You excited?
A whole map?
A whole
You should
I thought you
map.
had an entire Piss Monkey Fortress. Sorry, Monkey Juice.
Piss monkey.
Ape Juice.
Monkey Fortress.
Next
That
time
is
on
our album
Caves
name.
and Chimeras,
Somebody-
we're going to Piss Monkey Forest.
I need to put that on the quote wall. I thought you had an entire Piss Monkey Fortress for us.
So, Riley, does Emma work on Tuesdays?
I should know. Yes, she does. I was about to say I should know this, but I don't. But I do know this because I'm a good partner.
Is it the mornings?
Yes.
Right. Well, I'm gonna head off, guys. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Have a good night,
See ya,
Patrick.
Patrick.
Good night.
Good night.
Bob and Zoe, since we were in, and Gabe, since we were in camp for a few days, I'm down for RP if any.
Yeah, I'd love to do an RP.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm gonna turn the
Travel
stream off
footage.
before I forget.
So